So I kind of had myself muted there. That was a big mistake. Sorry about that. I'll just say everything that I was going to say, uh, or that I just did say again, because uh, I had the on the last stream, I had muted myself at the end of it, and then yeah, I didn't unmute myself. Rip. Mic muted. No. Hold on. Let me type out in the chat. Genius. There we go. So smart. Now the chat is always a bit behind, so I didn't see I didn't see what was happening. Okay, I'm gonna say what I said again. For the last like 2 minutes that I've been, there has been no sound. So what I'm going to be doing today is trying to make a vehicle for the rally showcase. Obviously I can't participate because I'm the one who's driving every car, so that's just kind of not fair. So I'm making this vehicle to practice, and it's going to be hopefully decent. Now the Porsches that I put in the thumbnail, that is not for no reason. We'll be doing the 1975 Porsche. And also one thing that I said before that I forgot about. The My internet has been a little bit rough today, so it might be like up and down a little bit. We'll see how it goes though. So what we need to do is we need to go by the specifications, because that's just not fair if suddenly mine is not of the specifications, and then I try to make something. Yeah, basically we're just gonna follow the specifications. So I'm gonna try these things here. I don't know. We're gonna go with these sort of. We're gonna try a rear as well, but we'll just go with like basic components. We'll try and put more money into the engine. I was thinking that we do a V8, non-turbo V8, just naturally aspirated, because we want to make sure to follow the rules, right? We'll go double wishbone on the front and the back. Now this kind of stuff is expensive, so we'll have to keep that in mind. We do not want to run up the expensive things too much. We got to keep it under that $40,000 limit. So we need to consider the rules once again. When it comes to this kind of stuff, engine-wise, there is a pretty big section on it. 5 liters is maximum size. I was thinking we do a 60-degree cast V8. What we could do is we could go for a full 5-liter V8, but if we did, we would have to raise up our weight. So that's always something to consider. So what we need to do is, I'm gonna say let's go 4 liters, but we're going to go yeah, we have to go just a little bit under, and that's about it. And that means our weight can be 1,100 kilos, which seems reasonable. We might end up shrinking this if it's too expensive. Like we could go down to maybe a 3-liter, or like just under a 3-liter, and then we'd be under 1,000 kilos. But for now, I'm gonna test it with 4, and we'll see what it does. It's gonna spin like mad, but I really want to do a V8 Porsche body car, so I just figured, like, let's do it. This one is more serious. There aren't gonna be any memes like this, so yeah, we'll see. We'll do overhead cam. Again, I don't know how much this is gonna add up to. If it's super cheap, we're gonna come back. We'll change this. But for now, I'm gonna try just a single overhead cam, and we'll keep everything cast. It's gonna be kind of heavy. But this is also 1975, so we are kind of at a bit of a disadvantage, which is, I mean, it's something I have considered. Let's go cast. Okay, let's go forge. We want to have a little bit more power, and we'll go forged here as well. We'll just leave the quality sliders where they are. We'll leave this where that is for now. No turbos, because we can't actually put turbos on with a 4-liter. We want injection. We'll go per cylinder, and we'll go. Now the material cost on this is quite a bit higher. Let's just go performance, and we're gonna have to go super leaded gas, because of course. We'll leave everything where it is. I can change it. No mass production, doesn't matter to us. Let's see. We're looking more at costs than anything here. We can go race tubular and might be able to get away with it. I'm going to try long though, just to see. And mufflers are expensive, so we'll avoid them. Okay, so it makes 200-ish horsepower. It doesn't have any issues. That's good though. I just want to see the cost of it. Material cost $1,000, so that's not bad. We still have a lot of room for to improve with that. Obviously, we want to, like, I'm pretty sure the total cost includes service, so we'll have to consider that. We'll have to see what it comes out to. All right, let's go back and tune this. I haven't played this game for a while, as weird as that seems, just because I haven't really needed to. Like, I've been playing a lot more Beam, just because. Okay, we'll keep this. We want to have power down low. We don't want to have all power up top, so let's just go sport. But I've been playing a lot of Beam just because, well, like, that's where the showcase is, so I don't have to play automation. It's kind of a good break, actually. Okay, we can go high in the RPMs before anything really starts to complain, but obviously we don't have any power all the way up there, so it doesn't matter. Fuel mixture, we want to make sure to use all of our octane. Currently we aren't. So we can lower this down. We can, wow, okay, that's too low. That's a little too low. That just means we can raise up the compression, and we can probably get a little bit more out of the timing as well. I don't even know what kind of power numbers I'm shooting for here. We're just kind of going. Rip off the Dodge Charger. That's a no. Okay, 288. With naturally aspirated engines, like, you get a little bit less tuning potential just because you can't tweak the turbo stuff, because obviously there is no turbo. So we're gonna end up with like a very high compression engine. Oh, thank you for the donation. It says, if we are build a car for this, I was wondering if you could up the year to use newer stuff but have an old body, or does it have to be body age? So here's how it works. We have it set out specifically in the instructions that so it says model, trim, family, and variant year must range from 66 to 86. So like my car right now is a 1975. You can see 75 everywhere. That means it's within spec. My body is a 75 as well, so it's all matching 75. What you could do, and what most people have done, is just set this to be 85 or 86, I mean, and then you get like the value of the components that you can use in 1986. But your body can be anything that is older than that if you want it to be. So that's how it works. Hopefully that answers your question. But the max year, like, capping off, is 1986, just because that's like the Group B era, so it just makes sense. So let's get back to the tuning. We are almost at 300 horsepower, and now we're knocking. The knocking is fine. It just means that our fuel mixture is a little too low, but as we raise the fuel mixture, we lower the usage of the usage of the fuel, basically. So if you have a very high fuel mixture, you don't need as expensive fuel. In this case, though, it doesn't matter. So the fuel mixture is too high. It's causing us to lose power. Let's bring it down a little bit. 296. I'd like to get a little bit more than that. RPM limit is still a little bit high. Obviously, we can come back to this. Like, with a naturally aspirated engine, you can just like turn up the cam profile, basically, and then you can turn up the RPM limit as high as it'll go and pretty much make a ton of power. Obviously not that high, but having a high cam profile means that your power is much higher, which isn't necessarily a good thing. Like, we still want to have some torque, so that's what I'm working with. Like, our RPM limit is way too high. We don't need that much RPM. We can get a little bit more out of the timing. 316. That's really not doing too much. Oh, yeah, thank you again for the donation. Yeah, if you're wanting to make a car for this, the rules are linked in the description. you can submit anytime that you want to up until the 22nd, which is actually next Saturday, I think. If I check the date today is the 15th, so the next Saturday is actually the cutoff, and that's why I was thinking it'd be a good time to do this stream, just because yeah, it kind of timed well. Okay, let's see. Compression up a little bit more. That's too much. 317 is not bad. We could probably get more from it, but for now I think I'm just gonna leave it, just because I don't know how high we can turn up some of the components. Like, we might be able to switch to a race intake, which would mean that, like, I'm tuning for nothing, because then we can get more airflow and then we'd be able to get more power. So you have to, like, consider that stuff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Argon. I was reading your write-up about that, and it's like, I better not make the same mistake where I turn up the cam profile all the way. Like, I do that on a lot of cars, but then it just means you only have power all the way up at the top. Will this be in the next Autoflux games? No, it won't. This is a stream-specific vehicle. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's okay. Like, our group vehicles have turbos, but in this case, we're allowing naturally aspirated. Um, yeah, it's really up to you. Like, one of the ideas that we had was that you could, one of the things, goodness, one of the things I was considering a while ago, when we were coming up with this competition, was possibly having an engine restriction. Say, just an example, like, you can only use inline engines, but I think that would probably make it so that like, there'd be too much restriction, and then people would just make the same thing, because that would be the perfect match. So yeah, gotta consider that. Yeah, overload, I think my exhaust is okay. Like, we could probably raise it up and then start adjusting some of these other things, but as of right now, it's fine. Like, we were making 317 there, I saw, with this specific exhaust size, 50.8 mils. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it for now. We will come back though, depending on how much this stuff costs, which is the big thing. Like, yeah, we could go all out, we could raise all the quality sliders, but what we really want to do, oh yeah, and we are totally going wide body as well. But what we really want to do is, we don't need that wide at the front. Let's bring that in. Oh wow, goodness, that is really wide. Flat 8, there are no flat 8s in this game. You can only, like, we have boxer 6s, but that's as big as the flat stuff gets. And you can also see that it's poking out the back trunk, or I guess in this case that's the hood, which is pretty funny. We could also make it have a full deck at the back, which is interesting. We could also get rid of that, but I just like that just a little bit out. I haven't actually worked with this body before, I don't think, but it's a nice one. One of the nicer models for sure in this game. Maybe a bit of a snub nose front. It comes with mirrors, which is a little bit awkward because we can't place our own, but that's fine. Just a little bit of tweaking here and there, and I think it's coming out good. We could probably save money by lowering this. I'm going to leave it for now, and we'll come back to it. Camber, open headers. It basically does have open headers at this point. It's like... it's just race exhaust all the way out the back. So since the last stream, I've upgraded to the beta, which means we have the... slightly dying, but it means we have the full, like, paint scheme, which means we can paint pretty much everything separately, which is sweet. So let's do wheels first. We can just paint like different pieces of the wheels and everything. For the sake of this, oh boy, there is a lot going on here. So we could go plastic wheels, carbon fiber. I'm just gonna go paint. I like just doing black, and we'll have no flake. We don't need it to be too advanced. I like just having black wheels. Now that being said, this car does have white wheels that we're copying, so let me edit that. Let's go white wheels. Let's try and make it like this Porsche, actually. That might be interesting to make it styled like the one in the thumbnail. Okay, hold on a minute. What's going on in the chat? Bug eyes? No, we're gonna add a ton of lights. Oh, you know what I want? I already put leaded fuel in this. What do you think should be the next type of engine in this game? I think, like, for me, the engine types are fine. I just wish they had superchargers, and I wish we could put single turbos on V engines. That would be sweet. Because I want to be able to do single turbo engines that are V shaped, and I also want to be able to supercharge. That would be my, like, high on my to-do list for like the next thing. Okay, so we have some paint now. Let's see though. Misc paint, body paint. Now, this car doesn't have a secondary body color, so we're not going to be able to do two-tone. So instead, maybe let's just try primary. Primary will just make it. I mean, the white isn't bad though. I guess what we could do is just make a quick new one. Make it like a blue. That's actually almost the right blue, with a medium flake on it. Oh, that's not bad actually. I kind of like that. So we'll just leave that as is. We can go to trim. Oh yeah, we'll paint all the mirrors and stuff separately. I think I'll make those white. Twin chargers, superchargers. It'd be great if we could supercharge and turbocharge engines. That would be awesome. Rotaries would be cool. I think that would be really hard for them to do. It's like different shapes and different shaped engines basically complicate things significantly. So yeah, I think it would be hard for them to implement that kind of stuff. So like on a more realistic level, stuff like superchargers, single turbos on V-shaped engines, like that would be sweet. Realistically. Obviously, if we think unrealistically, it'd be like, all right, I need W16s, I need B16s. Like, give me the big stuff. I want diesel. That's pretty much what I'm thinking. Let's just paint the whole thing this color just to see what it looks like. The mirrors, I guess, go with the trim, which is weird, but I'll go with it. If we just paint the hood white, oh, that's not bad. And then if we paint the bumpers white, oh, that's actually not bad either. I'm kind of liking the way this is going. Trim, everything is red. Let's paint it white. Oh boy. White trim is interesting. W and rotary engines. 12 rotor. Okay, does that even exist? Hybrid. Okay, hybrid would be cool. Electric would be cool too, but obviously that kind of takes out a huge piece of the game. I'm really liking the white and blue style of this car. The mirrors themselves I want to be white, but then the like window trim, I'm thinking we'll make that black. Maybe blue. Gray? Yeah, gray actually isn't bad for the window trim. So we'll keep it like that. And then this other trim here, what trim is this? Oh, that's around here. Oh, that's actually nice. Okay. Things are going good. Misc paint slots, the brakes. Brakes are red. Let's make them blue. I'm definitely liking the new automation paint system. It's actually quite a bit more intuitive than the last one. It just makes more sense. Okay. Mods are mod fixtures are actually allowed in this game, but mod bodies are not for our competition, so keep that in mind. There is a 12 rotor engine. Are you talking about like industrial engine size or like production car size? Wind powered? I need a hamster powered car. Like actual hamsters in the engine bay. And then the whole tuning process is just like what you feed them. Steam power. Diesel punk cars. Steampunk. Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead really quick because the tininess of these wheels is bothering me. We're definitely gonna go manual. Let's go 5 speed just to start it. We'll keep it open diffs, which is a total mistake, by the way. This is going to spin one wheel for days with 300 horsepower. Radials for sure, but what I want to do is we'll go medium compound because it's a mixed surface track, so we'll just raise that up. That is real big. And then we'll just raise that. Oh, goodness. Yikes. Yeah, this is going in a good direction. There is no doubt about that in my mind currently. We're going to keep the front tires pretty thin, but obviously it can't be that thin. Oh boy. It's thick. Let's keep the wheels. Oh, actually, we don't know how much this is going to cost. Wow, that is... Actually, alloy wheels are pretty cheap, so we'll go with that. It's going to lighten it up quite a bit, so we'll have to come back and, like, touch the weight up. We might have to add different things. And apparently... Oh, okay. All of my wheels were just white for a second, so I was kind of concerned. But when it comes to the actual car's wheels, we're kind of basing this off of... That's not too far away right there. Oh, that's not bad either. If only they had more of a... Like, if they were only more inside, that would be better. With medium compound wheels, this is going to be a disaster. We're going to have to gear this thing, like, incredibly well to make it go. These just look a little more classic, but I don't know if it's, like, the right kind of classic. That's a little bit more depth, which is good. I'm hoping, yeah, we definitely need 5 spokes. Oh boy. See, that's the kind of, like, depth that I want, but obviously these ones won't do that. Those ones won't do it. Most of them won't. Oh, this is... We'll put just steel wheels and hubcaps on this car. I'm trying to take, like, time with this stuff, just so it comes out okay. Let's see. Wow, these ones always look, like, really deep for whatever reason. Oh boy. Oh no. Okay, I forgot which ones I had clicked before. Rip. There we go. Okay, we're gonna leave these ones. The tire size and stuff is not final, obviously, but we'll leave that for now. Okay, one thing we have to fix for sure is the fact that the intake is sticking out of the back. We're gonna have to accentuate that somehow. Yeah, no licensed designs, unfortunately. Not yet. Maybe they could add that one day. Interior editor? Yeah, no, that'd be great. It's unfortunate that automation cars are just empty. Like, if you go inside of the car, it's just nothing. Especially because they have an interior chooser option. So you would expect that you could modify the interior in some way, but they haven't gotten there yet. Okay, so I only have a picture of the front of this car, so we can't really do anything with the back yet. So let's go ahead and start at the front. We need some lights, obviously. We need to be able to see in the rallying. I don't think that what we're actually going to be doing is going to be in the dark, but... Oh, that's interesting. This is more of a... I mean, that kind of looks Porsche, but these aren't exactly the lights that I want for. These ones are much more recessed than what I want. What is this? Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Frog car coming back. Let me just quickly change the alignment of those. Oh, boy. Come on. It refuses to go anywhere but there. Alright, hold on. Rear blowers? Pop-up scoops? I'm hearing a lot of pop-up stuff going on. I'm not hearing reading. I guess reading is like technically hearing in your head. Okay, that's a bit more like it. Oh. We could probably get away with these. Oh, wow, okay. unless they want to just run away. Come on, lights, come back to me. We can change those alignment. That's interesting. It's sorry, that was loud. It's interesting that it's so deep in there though. Like, look at how far back that light goes. So I want it to be lined up like that. I don't want it to be like this, but that's so far back. Obviously it's not going to stay chrome. It'll be body colored. And maybe if I change the okay, no. Let's see. Now it's just a hole. And we'll make this that color. I don't know. Oh, now I'm realizing what's going on. It's actually clipping through the body because it's so deep in there. Okay, we can't go with those then. Let's see, what else do we have? That's a little bit too new looking. We're trying to go period correct-ish. Period correct asterisk unless it doesn't work. In which case we'll just go with our own design. Interior lights. The problem is I don't really know Porsches that well. What type and engine size is this? It's a V8, naturally aspirated. Rear engined. You know what? These might actually be our best option just because they don't sink in. We can make them pretty big. The problem with this body is that it's so slanted that all these lights are massive from the side. But from just like looking at the front, it doesn't look bad. Like that's pretty much exactly what you would want. This excessively 60s. Datsun headlights, pop-ups. Oh boy, pop-ups crowd is here. Okay, you know what? For the sake of experimentation, because I figure this is going to take a while, like, this is the only build I'm planning to do today. There's your pop-ups. Oh boy. Wow, that is unique, and also totally broken. It's obviously not aligned well. Okay, there we go. What the heck? So if you bring them any further down, it just breaks. So they would have to be all the way up there. That's a no from me. Pop-ups when? People always seem to like the pop-up lights, but I don't know. Frog car? Nah, that's still a no. It seems like we might be stuck with that light option I was looking at earlier. These ones. What we could try and do, just really quickly, is go back to the trim and see if we can... Oh, we can... Oh, wow. Okay, that ruined it. We wanted that, like, good slope, but we just don't want as aggressive a slope. We can probably pop that up just a little bit, and that'll allow the lights to fit better, obviously when we replace them. We could try... Okay, that's a no. Cardinal lock on. It's a little better, but now it's got like a weird bump in it. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna... I've been like puzzling over lights for more than 5 minutes now. Let's just leave those for now. We didn't even modify this. As I said I was gonna leave them. I go back to them. The lights call to me. White? Darker? Really dark? I don't know. Okay, we'll leave that for now. It's not terrible. What we need though is we need some indicators on this side. Maybe as we like put more stuff on, it'll bring it together. Wow, they have added some weird stuff in the past updates. Goodness. Like, what is that? Hold on. Let's just do a quick demo. What is this? It's like a charger backlight, but like more awkward? I don't know. Okay, hold on. We need indicators. What we're going to do is just have simple indicators like this, but we'll put them on the sides. We'll make them a little bit bigger, and that should be good just like that. We don't need, like, this is gonna have to be white. Yeah, the orange is a little too bright actually. Oh no, I just made it brighter. That's chrome maybe too bright. Wow, that makes it even worse. Okay, that's a bit better. And then we don't need the lights that are yellow there, so we can just make them orange as well. Okay. That's okay. We're gonna add sponsors and stuff to this too, so it should be good. Like as we continue to add more and more to it, it should end up decent. Okay, so on the front as well, we need a scoop. So let's put a scoop on it. It's not really this kind of scoop. It's more like this, but embedded into the hood. So those ones don't really work. We're gonna need probably a vent instead. Like, it's more of a vent than a scoop. Probably something like this, but then it's also like very wide, so that could be anything. It looks Gucci. Group C wing on the front. Oh no, please. What engine? It's a V8. Ugly plastic fuel crisis bumpers. It kind of has those, except we've painted them. 911 style lights to have thin horizontal bar rear lights. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I didn't actually get the ooh bumper, or not bumper, but grill in the mod section. I saw that and I cringed. It's not that bad, but it's like, why? I'm never gonna use that. I say that now and then I'm absolutely gonna end up using it in a meme build. Okay, so I was thinking, oh, that's not quite what I was thinking. I just want to turn this and then like make it big, like really big, just like that. Okay, that's not terrible. If we make this white, yeah, there we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. Just, and then we'll have a big sponsor here too. We'll put like a big sponsor on the front, so it should turn out okay. We need wipers though. I'm just basically going through like the front, and then we'll do the sides and the back. But I want to make sure to get all the little details in. But we need wipers, and we need mirrors are already there. We'll do rally lights after the wipers. You should use the fog lights to make the front pods for the rally lights, which that car uses. Yeah, I don't know, we're gonna struggle a little bit with the lights. It's clearly sponsored by the Leaded Fuel Gang. We could write Leaded Fuel Gang down the side of it if you really want. Just remind me when we're doing the writing. Adidas stripes? Oh no. We are not sponsored by Adidas, but hey, Adidas, if you're listening, a sponsorship would be great. I just had to buy more clothes today. It was expensive. Free clothes would be nice. Okay, here we go. Lengthen that bad boy up. And then we're just gonna duplicate it. ×2. Okay. I'm gonna rotate that though, so it's not sticking up as much. I don't know, the wipers in this game are like ancient or new. I'm not even sure. There's no in between. But with this car, the wiper is like very close to the other one, so yeah. It's actually nice. Slowly the details are coming together. Slowly. We actually don't need much on the front, just because the engine is in the back, so all of our cooling is going to be back here, so we don't need... No, it's not going to be a cancer stream car. This is a legit build, so don't worry about that. I have done that in the past, but facing the wrong way, are they? I don't see that. I think it's probably okay, unless I'm messing something up and totally missing it. Okay, we do need you know what? Because it's a rally car, we don't even need a splitter. I'm just gonna quickly see. Okay, you can't change this like chin piece by itself, which is unfortunate. Fuel cap we need. Splitter, I don't know. Would you even... We probably want a splitter just to tune it. So let's do that. For the sake of our ability to tune, let's put a splitter on it. We'll do something a little more subtle though. Maybe like this. It's not crazy. Okay, maybe this one is a little crazy. We just want to have it extend out. Bring it up a little bit so it's not dangling too low. And then, wait, if we change the alignment, can we get it to wrap around? Nope. That's not bad. It's a little bigger than I wanted, but I think I'll stick with it for now. What we could do as well, okay, while I'm here, I keep saying we could do things and I'm not actually like taking the time to do it, but let's change that trend. I'm going to mirror this and I'm going to put it on the side. I've done this before, but I just want to accommodate the like large wheels. Thank you, Joshua, for the donation and for complimenting this vehicle. It is majestic. I mean, it's not that great. We still need to put some work into it before it becomes anything too nice. Okay, you see what I'm doing there? Like wrapping the whole front with a... Let's put this on top. There we go. So it kind of, it blends a little bit weirdly, but it does blend into it. So it's like a full front lip. I think it's pretty cool. I don't know. You be the judge of that one. We'll see if that holds up. Okay, we need door handles. And then we'll come back and do stickers and rally lights, I guess. Or I might come up with an idea for those. I'm still thinking about how we can do that properly. So handles will probably be ancient style ones. But how old is old? Let's see. I don't know. Would it be like this on a Porsche? Let's give it a try. This looks like Mini Cooper door handles to me. But wouldn't those be mirrored? So it's like you pull the door open this way. That's not the worst thing ever. I'm gonna leave those for now. It doesn't really need a key, but yeah. Joshua, yeah, I know, I agree. The colors are like, this is exactly what kind of color I thought that I would want to do for this. Just looking at that picture of the car I was looking at earlier, like, I think it's coming out good. Engine cover, yeah, no, we're doing that for sure. Backup secondary door handles. Give it a wing like a BMW E9. First gen Miata, you know what? That actually, yeah, it does look like a first gen Miata. Square door handles? Okay, let's... Obviously the chrome wouldn't stay, but... It's kind of the same thing, only, Alright. Goodness, it should be back. Come on, YouTube. Come back to me. No stream data. Is it back for real? PC noises, interesting. Oh man. Is it back for real though? I'm not seeing any I'm not seeing anything on the preview window. For some reason that's not working. Country roads. Oh boy. Sorry about that hiccup. It seems like things are back, but also not really, because something isn't working for me. I'm gonna quickly... Like, it's weird because I can't see a preview of it, so it being back is like, By preview, I mean the like YouTube streaming service thing. Yes, it's back. Nice, back. Weird. Okay, there we go. Now I see it. We're good. Move the camera. Hold up, hold up. Okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. Yikes, that was a bit spooky. I did not know that. There we go. Got the picture back. Got everything working. As long as the like audio is working and the video is working as well, then we should be set. This is excellent connection, so yeah. Okay, I'm basically just spinning around in circles. Still no movement on the preview, but I guess we're just like delayed. Usually it's a pretty significant delay. Audio's good. Video's good. We good. Okay, good, finally. Sorry about that. My internet has been off and on, to say the least. But yeah, it's good to be back. Let's continue with this. I forgot what I was doing. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. We shall see. I'm going to just make sure that everything's okay. Can you turn on some background music? No, I'm afraid of getting copyright strikes. So, error occurred. What the heck? I'm afraid of getting copyright strikes, so I don't play with background music. There we go. Okay, I'm caught up now in my own preview, so I think we're good. Now, these door handles are pretty bad, so let's cut these off. We don't actually have to cut them, but we can dream. Let's, square door handles. That's like a truck, though. 0 dislikes, even after the drop. Yeah, thank you everybody who's sticking around as well. Okay, door handles are for some reason becoming like a thing, so let's avoid that for a second. I've deleted the ones that we had, so I'm thinking we'll go back to... put on a whale tail, put a fuel cap on the hood. Sing yourself? What? Oh, true, I could just sing, yeah. I mean, I don't want like 100 people's ears to bleed though, so I'm not gonna sing. Instead, we should probably put some exhaust on it just before I like forget to, because I don't know why I often forget to put exhaust. It is dual exhaust. I'm just looking at it quickly because oftentimes, like, whenever you have a rear engine car, the exhaust just goes like weird. But we'll just mirror that for now. We'll just have quad exhaust, quad out the back like this. We'll just leave it there for now, just so I make sure to get it, because I'm totally gonna forget otherwise. Fuel cap on the hood, big wing. Oh my goodness. Look, we have the lip already. I think we're good on that. Now the engine is in the back, so the fuel cap can't be on the back. The one that I'm looking at though, oh actually it has door handles. Why didn't I look at those before? We can just copy. And I was totally incorrect as well, because they are ones that you can reach over top of to grab, so whoops. They look to be kind of like this maybe? Yeah, actually they look almost exactly like this. Interesting. Okay, we'll just leave that there for now. Quad hood. Yeah, no, this isn't a meme car. We're trying to make it legit. At least as legit as I can. Okay, let's try these let's try and make these rally lights. So I have quite a few options. We can do sponsored stuff, and that's what these are going to be for. We can also do other sponsored stuff like this, but I'm going to try and emulate the same ones that are up on the bumper of this car, like the one that's in the thumbnail I'm referring to. Let me just quickly see. Okay, still good. Still going. But what I want to do is I want to get the 4 that are across the hood as well, which is a bit more of a challenge. So what we can do, what I was sort of theorizing for this, is we can use a scoop. Now, unfortunately, most of the scoops are square-ended. So, yeah, I don't know how well that's going to work. Make the exhaust the door handles. You would never be able to get into it. See, the thing about Kevin's music, like that free music, is he always wants credit for it. So then I'd have to like credit every song in the description that I play. But yeah, I just prefer to go no music. It's just easier for YouTube. Don't have to deal with copyright hassles and such. So it just makes sense. Okay, so let's try. Okay, that's dark colored though. Basically, we just need. We could probably do it with this. Trust me on this one for a second. This is gonna be awkward. That's not really the way I wanted that to go. That's closer. It doesn't quite pop up enough. But basically my idea is that we take this, we go down to the fog light stuff that I have, and then we just put them up here, but we have them cardinally lock on to horizontal, and then they sort of stick out like that. But the thing is that we need something behind it to sort of fake it in, and currently, we don't have anything to do that. I mean, we can slowly get there, but it's gonna be an interesting process. If we get rid of those, now we do have sponsored versions, which is cool, and I think we're gonna try and use those for the front. Oh, come on. Yikes, the lights are not wanting to cooperate too much, but we can make them just a little bit bigger. You can get in through the roof hatch? No, there will not be a roof hatch either. We can pretend though. Come on, lights. Let's go. Okay, if I horizontally align them now. There, that's a little bit better. They're kind of sticking out a bit more than I would have wanted. But they're pretty, like they're very accurate to what the actual car that we're basing this off of looks like. Okay, next, see what we could do as well. These lights, for example, have, oh, that's not the way. We could try this and then rotate. Nope. It does not want to rotate on that axis. Align horizontal, but then, like if you do that, it doesn't quite rotate. Oh, it's just an odd combination of all these things. Somehow. No, that's probably not going to work. Don't forget, sponsored by Leaded Fuel Gang. Oh yeah. What's the delay on the stream? Probably 10 years. Just because my connection hasn't been particularly good today. Can't chat. I mean, you literally just did chat. Keep thinking. No, sorry. You cannot skip. You must wait for all of the thinking that's usually involved in this stuff that you miss. Yeah, there's a fuel cap on the hood as well. I was like, that's actually not a bad spot for a fuel cap. Okay, we'll put that there. Let's see, though. What else am I missing from here that we could potentially use for this? We could... Oh, okay, we're not even turbo, so we can't use those. Louvers we could use. Intercoolers we don't need. Again, not turbo. Like, generally when I don't know what to put on something, I just start thinking about, like, what other things we can use to kind of prop it up. Unfortunately, you can't put fixtures on fixtures that I can see. Like, if we if we put a scoop down, like I was thinking, like we just take a scoop and just put it here, and then we just grab lights, tail lights specifically, these kind of lights specifically again, even if they're on an upper layer, they will not just like go on top of it. They might be able to mesh within it, but they won't go on top. Yeah. So we can align those. That's the wrong way again. Just like pointing at the ground. Fuel cap on mirror, twin blowers, big diffuser. Do you really think we need more fender flares? We've got some wide lads on the back of this thing. More rally lights make the car go faster. I can agree with that. I used to have a Subaru Impreza, and yeah, I was that kind of guy where I had those hella horns in the grill. I never used them, but I did have hella horns in the grill. I thought I was cool. Roof scoop oil cooler. Oh boy. Still thinking about that. I guess we can come back to it, because I do have an idea for the backlights and I don't want to forget. Basically what we can do is we can make everybody cringe. Let's just put one of these on there. The modern Porsche. This is taking a long time to load this one. But this will just give you an idea of what I'm trying to do. I want to wrap it around the side. Obviously, we're not going to use this one, but I'm going to try to... Oh, wow, that is bad. I'm just going to, like, wrap something around the side. So what I want to do is... We'll do it with a few pieces of different... different types of lights. This is interesting. We need to obviously shrink those a little bit. They need to be like flat up against it. There we go, just like that. So they're basically gonna look like that, and then oh boy, not like that. Go back to where you were, lights. And then what we'll do is like have a big one in the middle. This is getting weirder by the second now. Oh boy. Okay, no. Never mind. I've decided against that. We'll just make these bigger. And what we have to do though, like, what have I done? This is just testing purposes, of course. I'm not even so keen on these lights. Oh. But I'm not keen on these other ones either. It's kind of weird that they have this kind of color gradient going. Yeah, hold up. Let's get rid of these ones. Let's go with, like, we need square, and we need, those ones might work. Going go-karting, that's cool. Meme car. That was good. See, I was thinking about, like, I don't want to do the big center light, that's the thing. Obviously it's not going to have a license plate because it's a rally car. It's going to end up a meme car. It is not going to end up a meme car. We're not going to be memeing it too hard. It might be memey with its sponsors, but we'll get to that in a bit. Like, we're spending so much time on the design of this, it's got to be good. We're probably not even going to be able to drive it today. We'll see, though. Like, if the internet keeps dying, then yeah, obviously we'll have to stop. I was worried that was going to happen, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, so these lights, they're not too bad. What we have to do, though, is, like, these have to be blue. There's no chance that we can just leave those that color. Can you please flip the sponsored headlights so the sponsored text goes the right way? See, the thing is that the sponsored text is the right way on one side. So if you flip them, it just switches. So I'd have to place them individually, which for this case, I'm just going to leave it as is. Okay, so we have these lights on here. What I'm going to do, though, is, I think it's this one. No, it's one of those ones is, yeah. I don't think we need the turn signals on this spot. So I'm going to make those darker colored. I'm going to do the same thing here. And I'm going to make the reverse lights also red. So they're just full red for now. Just got to bring them in a little bit. Maybe that red is a bit too dark. Like the other red was actually nice. I mean, they were going reverse in Group B a lot because they were crashing constantly. Interesting. Interesting. The white part, what is this? I'm thinking this is the interior, so we'll just make those all red, so it just goes off. Right. That's, I don't know, it's not quite what I was looking for. The event gets a license from the town that the drivers sign. Oh, they actually did have license plates? Add a spoiler already, it looks like it will fly away. We're gonna need to cover up this piece. Like, if we look at the spoilers... wait, wings, I mean. I do have the whale tail, so we could put a whale tail on it. Okay, you know what, let's just quickly experiment. Yeah, we could put a whale tail on it, but we're not going to. Instead, we could totally do this. If you catch the drift that I'm going for here. What's weird about this spoiler is it can just become a full plate. Like, the thing can just be massive. That is big. I'll shrink that down a little bit. See, we could totally go with this wing if we wanted to. We'll just leave it there for now. But unfortunately, it doesn't have a rear light there. What is this? Whoa. Oh no, it's glitching it out. Hold on, hold up. Let's just bring this up here quickly. And we'll go to just this wing here. Like, what the heck is that? Oh no. That is massive. Oh no, it doesn't even look bad. Oh no. This is the total wrong wing for this car, but it's so good. Oh, that lip though. Oh man. Wow, we might actually have to go with it. That is so good. Hold up. My mind is changing about everything at this point. If we could get that lip to cover that. Oh, that's good. Oh no. Meme car it is. That is just increasing the size of it. That is massive. Use the second wing. Is it this one? Is this the one you mean? This big lip? Or would you... are you thinking the, like, massive... the massive lad? Because this actually doesn't look bad. Like, that's not terrible. It looks a little awkward at the back, partly because of those, which I'm getting rid of. But this big wing covers up those pieces, which is good. We can do some fine adjustment on it to cover up the back as well. Just like that. A little bit more, maybe. That's almost there. Almost. Yes, that's perfect. So it covers up the back sticking out, and it looks the part. Oh man, this is actually turning out nice. Needs more vents? No, we're gonna have to do some vents like here for sure, and maybe some at the top as well. Like the car we're looking at as a like a comparison doesn't have them. It's also pretty clean. Like, it doesn't have any vents on the sides, doesn't have any vents. Like, it doesn't have too many vents in general. We can definitely do the massive wing another time, but I'm kind of sold on this bumper. I'm really glad that I found that. Now, I saw somebody made one of these, and it kind of inspired me to make one as well with this same body. But I forgot what lights they used. They used some lights, and it turned out really nice. But the gist of it is, like, the lights on this car are way down here, and they're like large like this, In real life, I mean. So we can, basically I'm just trying to emulate that. It does not want to flip that around. There we go. This is actually better than what I was looking at before. Because then we can put a plate in the middle. Hold on. So this black, we can make that blue. And then this, we can start to change. Oh, rip. Never mind. That was the wrong color. This one, maybe dark red. And then this one, kind of like the dark color there. Okay, that's not terrible. It's definitely not like a blacked out look or anything. Wing, wing, wing. Oh, man. Oh, no, I see so many wing people. Well, it's too late. I'm sorry, wing people. Your wish cannot happen. We're definitely going to need a Euro plate on this. Wow, that is huge. Okay, that is massive. What is wrong with the Euro plates? Why is it so huge? It's just like this huge extended piece. Okay, apparently that mod, I'm assuming it's a mod, just has the plates on a big block. Why? Okay, never mind. Cancel all that. We'll just put a tiny plate in there instead of like the whatever the heck that was going to be. Okay, a plate maybe isn't a good match for there. We'll have to find something. We could do like what we could do with it is go down to the same, oh, okay, it's a tail light. What am I doing? Go down to these same lights and then take this, unmirror it, just make it big. Actually, hold on. We can take this and then pull it to the side and then put these on the second layer. Get rid of the mirroring on this. And then we can just make it so it's a big, like, piece in there. Oh no, I see that donation, Lewis. But I don't think the wing is coming today. Thank you, though. Oh, this is getting more and more awkward by the second, but at least it's going somewhere. Like, I was a little worried that we wouldn't actually be able to progress after the stream broke momentarily. For like 2 minutes or whatever. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? Like, we have reverse lights, we have triple brake lights, which is kind of odd. But with this big wing on the back, like, I think it makes up for a lot of issues just with that. Okay, vent time. We need to put some vents there. They're gonna be square. We can go with these maybe, I was thinking. If we put these here, just make them a little bit bigger, just a little bit, and then have them on the side just like that. Like, I think that actually looks decent. Maybe they're a little bit too big though. And then the gray is a little too much as well. Yeah, we can make this. You can actually see if we just make it translucent, you can almost see the engine except for the big spoiler being in the way. Let me see. Going back to those, that actually looks decent as well. Like, you can see into the engine bay. At least you would be able to. Yeah, that's not bad. Like, I think that we're going in a good direction with this, looks-wise. Now, the front end, I don't know. I'm a little bit concerned. Let's make this blue. I'm a little bit concerned with it. Okay, those are the screws. We'll make them black. Just because it looks kind of plain, but I think once we start doing this next piece, it'll change it. So, what I want to do is I want to add sponsors to this car. I think it's time that we got some sponsors. Now, I don't mean on the channel, because nobody has sponsored the channel. I mean in the car. We need some sort of stickers. Now, I do have a few. I have a mod that has some badges, and they're like knockoff brands, so we can totally use some of these. A lot of them are a little bit crude. Those plates were stock. Click the other ones. What do you mean, Overlord? Thank you again for the donation. Do you mean Oh, there we go. Okay, I see what you mean now. So like these ones with the borders are just not quite working, but you can use like this. It still sticks out a bit, which is weird, but we could put that on. I kind of like what I did with it, where it pops out, but we could have a massive Euro plate on the back. That would actually be a good way to break up the back a little bit. But yeah, I like the back of it. I'm not too sold on the front yet, but we can still work on that. Now, we haven't come up with a brand name for this car yet. Oh, okay, hold on. Badges, there we go. Uh, you wanted that Adidas sponsorship before. We can just put a massive Adidas fake symbol on the front of it. But what I want to do is I want to make it look decent. Unfortunately, this does say U-Lube instead of YouTube, which is dumb. It would be nice if it just said YouTube. Sea fuels. I mean, they fuel the sea sometimes, don't they? Power max. Max grip. This kind of stuff is cool. Nismo. Friend zone. What is that? Is that MySpace? Nintendo. UPS. All right. There are definitely a few ideas that are coming up with these. We also do have the ones that come with the base game. And I haven't forgot about the leaded fuel thing, by the way. Where are they? Goodness, where did they go? Yeah, there are a few like within here that you can use from the base game. I've used them before. I used them on the Group C car that I made. So what I was thinking that we would do is like combine them. Like we can put this here. Unfortunately, we can't change the colors of it because then one color is just completely like almost not even visible because the car itself is white. Oh, we could totally sticker bomb one side of it, but also, unfortunately, wow, that was my wrist, by the way. Unfortunately, we want to have that like classic look, right? So we can't go too crazy on it, and we also can't change the color of any of these, so they come in different colors. So like if we wanted to have a white thing, we could put it like this on top of another decal, so it looks kind of cool. At least, like in my opinion, it looks kind of cool. So yeah, just an idea, because otherwise it's not going to show, at least on the white spots. So we need some sponsors. Let's see, which ones should we choose? So this car has Shell as a sponsor. It has Michelin as a sponsor. It's got Porsche as a sponsor, obviously, because it's a Porsche. Let's see, though. Rothmans, I'm assuming that is either the driver's name or the team name. Yeah, hold on. So it's got a sponsor that goes like really big all the way down the side. For that, what I want to do, my promise reigns true. I didn't actually promise it, but let's put this down the side. We're gonna make this a big old L. I don't know how we're gonna be able to duplicate this. Let's just try it real quick. I'm not going to align any of the letters. Leaded. So yeah, it says leaded, but then if we mirror this, then the D is backwards. Dang it. That's not going to work out well for us. What we could do is, actually that gives me an idea. If we mirror all of these letters, we'll just have them all mirrored, and then when we go to the other side, we'll have to rotate them. But what we can do, because obviously they're not gonna work. Like if we go to this, like if we try and click that, it's not gonna do anything because this is the source letter. But what we can do is we can just get a D here, just kind of like scale it up to size. Actually, what we can do even better then is take this one, duplicate it, bring it over here, unmirror it, and then to line it up we just do this, and then it's got the proper D, although that actually doesn't work because it would have to like move it to the back. Yikes. Okay, well, let's try and spell it on one side and then we'll work on the other side too, and we're gonna need a letter or a number as well. Just don't mirror it. See, the thing is, I want to mirror it and then I want to line it up the same on the other side. But that might not work. We'll see. Make it sound German. What do you mean? Like the name of it or the sound of the car? Alright, so the actual letters on this car kind of like bleed into the fenders a little bit, which is cool. So we're going to try that. So I'm going to put leaded here. And then I'm going to put fuel underneath it. And yeah, this is indeed sponsored by the Leaded Fuel Gang now. Let's see. U, E, and an L. Leaded. There we go. The Leaded Fuel Gang represented on stream. Not the first time though. Right, leaded fuel. Actually, you know what? Let's put this here so the E's line up because that's kind of cool. There we go. Leaded fuel, and then we need a number. So what we can do with the number is, I guess just as a demo, we'll be like, we'll pretend to be number 4, but we need a big number 4. Just like this. Leaded fuel. And then we need to put something behind it, like a big sticker. Not that. None of those will really work either. Is there just like a big square sticker that I can use? I guess this is just like, I'm guessing that's a template for the mod that you can design your own stickers for. Yikes, this is turning out weirder and weirder. It's also completely mirrored on the other side. There we go. We'll fix the other side in a bit. That's going to take some time. 420? Oh no. Okay, hold on. I think just to make things worse, what we can do is do this. Like we'll be 4 and then 20, 21. There you go. Make it 89 for the 8.9k subs. I mean, I could do that. We're almost at 10k, by the way. 78. The car I'm looking at is number 5, so I figured we could do some like lower numbers, but also we can pretend to be 421. I've seen a few races, just like local races in the past, and oftentimes those cars will be like 4 or whatever, but because 4 is a common number, they'll just put the other letters really small next to it, so it'll be 4 and then like 37 or something, so it's 437, but you can really only see the 4. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to replicate. Okay, not bad. Leaded fuel representation online. Let's lower that down just a little bit. Hey. That's not terrible. Okay, we could try and do racing stripes as well. That would be sweet. To do that, though, I don't know how we would even start. We'll have to figure that out as we go. Now, we need some lettering. We need to be sponsored by some of these companies. The Pro Station sounds like a pretty good sponsor. Pro Station. I'm liking the white decals. Okay, why is this? It does not want to be. I'm guessing because this little TM there, Pro Station TM, but it looks off center. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, hold on. I have an idea. We can remedy this. If we shrink it down, move to the side, and then, come on, Pro Station, come on. It does not want to move at all, except for up. There we go. Pro Station. That's not bad. And then we can have another sponsor on the other side as well. Wait, what's the difference between these? We don't want to be sponsored by Facebook. Adidas car tire. No, that doesn't really work. Levi's, only not Levi's. You are not going to like doing the suspension tuning. As a warning, it's hard to get the handle on. Yeah. No, it's going to be... It's always going to be a challenge to do the suspension. Like, once we get to it, it's going to be interesting. So what my original intention was to put this in the center, but it obviously won't go in the center. So maybe we can try... that's too big. Basically, I just want to have like a very... Oh, that's too big as well. Like if we crunch this so it fits... Actually, it doesn't look terrible. Okay, maybe like really widespread it does. You know what? That's actually not bad. The fake Pirelli is not a bad one. We'll leave that like that. And then we need another one up here. That one's going to have to be black though, because otherwise it won't be able to be seen. Okay, we're not going to do the same sponsor. Brembo, maybe? I'm impressed that these scale so well. I mean the symbols. That's a little bit too big, maybe. You know what? We gotta put that near the wheels. That just makes sense. Do you have any plans to allow this car to compete in your next competition? No, I cannot. Well, like I can't really... Is that Yahoo? I can't really participate in my own competition just because it's like I'm the one who's driving it, and I'll be driving all of the cars, so I think it's kind of unfair if I put my own car in the competition, and then like if I do better than other people, there's always the chance that somebody could be like, well, you're driving yours better because it's yours, and well, yeah, that could be a conflict of interest, so I'm not doing that. Okay, that decal actually fits really nice right there, so we'll put that on. Okay, that's not bad. We're starting to get the hang of these decals. Now we definitely need something right here as well. Maybe that's a good spot for the Pro Station. Pro Station fits like perfectly right there. And perfectly again right there. Oh, this is good. This is turning out nice. Okay, we need a big sponsor on the hood. Who should our massive sponsor be? Why does it not have 12 wings? Just because I'm trying to be more realistic. And just a little bit realistic. Again, I'm not too satisfied with these lights. I feel like changing them again, but that's actually a little bit better. Unfortunately, not really realistic. Ah, darn. Okay. We'll just leave it for now. We'll come back to that. Wing on the hood. Playboy sponsor? That doesn't really fit the channel, to be honest with you. We do have other options though. We've got... Let's do a demo. Let's just say Speedco. So it's gonna be like this big on the hood. Just a big lad sponsor on the hood. So we can swap that out for a lot of different things. Power Max, not bad. Clutch Systems. Toyota, I guess. Just do the wing. No, we're not going to be doing the wing. I think that the wing that we have as is pretty fine. One thing we could do while I'm thinking about it, and I do like the Adidas sponsorship as well. I think that's pretty funny. And I've totally screwed up these lights, haven't I? There we go. Okay, that's really bad actually. Hold on. Hold up. Gotta fix it. What the heck? Hold on, I think it's broken. Did something to it. Okay, back to normal-ish. Just put those back on. Just stop messing with it. Yeah, so we could do a massive Adidas. Apache, what else? A lot of, no, it's Apache by the same person twice. Yeah, no, if it was actually just YouTube, I would probably put it. Oh wait, if we go to this, we can change it to a lot of different things. Manifolds. That one is weird just because it's a big square, so I probably would not want to do it. Giant Nikon sponsorship. Those colors though, goodness. Giant Torelli sponsorship. Bighorn energy drinks. Oh, actually the Red Bull is not bad on there. Let me just put that up a few. Yeah, Red Bull isn't actually a bad fake sponsor for us there. Like the red kind of mixes it up a little bit. YouTube on every panel. Big exhaust. Nikon. Okay, I see a few Nikons. I'm gonna leave the Red Bull on there. Although that's, I don't think they were sponsoring cars back then, so I guess that isn't exactly realistic. Target is way worse though, no chance. Automate. Shell fuels or sea fuels. Do they have a black sea fuels? Unfortunately they don't. Oops. UPS. Wow, that is really yellow. Nismo. I mean, Nismo doesn't really make sense for this car, as it is not a Nismo. Digital creations. This is taking a long time. How long have I been streaming for? We're an hour and a half and we haven't even designed the thing yet. Yikes. Hold on. Okay, temporarily, we're just gonna go with the, not Speedco. Oh man. So many options. It's so hard to choose. If we just go with Nikon, that is really big. This is so sensitive. That is really sensitive. If we just have Nikon like branding the entire hood, is that considered selling out? Okay, that's a bit of a weird one. I'm specifically, oh man. Okay, hold on. We're just gonna stick with Gear Tech for now. We need a roof sponsor. Let me see. No, it is totally not a flat 6. It is indeed a V8. What I want to do, I mean, Puma seems like a natural sponsor, so we'll put that on the side. It says Coma. That's actually, that's a pretty good spot for that. I think actually if we just have one, it's even better. We just put one on the passenger side. That's cool. Okay, we need some rear sponsors as well. And we'll redo this, we'll redo the leaded fuel thing in a bit. Gear Tech on the hood is cool. I think we obviously need some rear sponsors. So we have Torelli, so we'll do that again on the back. Down low. And then we'll put max grip on the bumper again, just to have things consistent. But this will go, oh, wrong one. Make sure to lock your components, kids. My mistakes should not be yours as well. And okay, that's good. And then we'll put max grip is what it is. Yeah, max grip on the back too. Sponsor on the wing. If I can put a sponsor on the wing, I'm gonna put a sponsor on the wing. We'll see how that goes though. Usually it doesn't work because the wing is a mod item, so we won't be able to sponsor the wing. Let's see, where the heck did that go? Oh no, it disappeared. There we go. Max grip, but like massive. Somehow sponsored by both Goodyear and Pirelli. Seems like wheels are kind of important for this vehicle. Put a sponsor on the wing. We cannot put a sponsor there. Did you make the dumb looking car yet? There isn't going to be a dumb looking car. This one is enough of that for today. We're only going to be making one car just because time is of the essence. Now we need a big sponsorship for the back too, just something that'll fit underneath the wing, just in this one space here between the lights. Oh yeah, we need our PlayStation on the side too, just like right here. Oh, come on, PlayStation. It does not want to go any lower than that, but we'll just have to deal with it. We can definitely get away with that. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so we need our big sponsor here. Life's tough. Yikes. We also haven't done the Audi one yet. So I'm thinking right here would be a good spot for Audi. We're just kind of putting stickers on it now. We're just putting as many stickers on as will reasonably fit. Put the shuttered vent between the bottom of the wing and the top of the rear lights. Oh, you mean the... like something similar to this? Like this kind of vent? Except obviously not chrome, because chrome just doesn't work here. Could also do this. If we just make it primary color. Ah, that's not terrible actually. In place of a sponsorship, it's not bad. Actually, you know what? That was a good idea. I think I might keep that. I'm just gonna make it a little bit wider. Wow, that is big. Okay, maybe that's a little too wide. Oh no, I totally messed that up. Okay, I'm gonna lock this so I don't mess that up again. There we go. Okay, that's not bad. We're getting there with our sponsors. We've got PlayStation, we've got Puma, we've got GearTech, we've got the Leaded Fuel Gang on the side. Now what we need to do is replicate this. If we just take this, for example, and then we unmirror it, yeah, it takes it off of that side because it's a duplicate of that. So what we have to do is just duplicate it, unmirror the duplicate. Oh goodness, why? So we have our duplicate then. No, go back. Here's the reason why I was mirroring it the whole time. Because I want to take this, the duplicate version, and then like line it up just like this, and then get the other side and then unduplicate that. So like if we go here and unduplicate it, then we just have a 4, and then it says Leaded Fuel Gang. So that was my idea, to like line things up. Put Nintendo on the roof. How did you get all those mods? Because I'm using the open beta, most mods will work for me. Add exhaust on the Puma's butt, not gonna do that. Is this goodness, I can't even read. Is your version updated? Yeah, I'm using the beta, so it is the most up-to-date version. And we'll put the little 21. Okay, I guess, goodness, we're gonna have to figure out how to put that 21 on there. So what we can do probably is, we just need one letter from this side, so we can just steal an L, and we'll just bring that over. And we'll unduplicate it as well, because we're gonna need this L here. And then we'll take this, put it in the E, take this, put an A, and then it's just like approximately lined up. It's a good thing that this is so well like symmetrical. Okay, leaded, that works for me. Take this, duplicate, then fuel. Oh, go back, go back. Okay, it does not want me to select the fuel. No, come on, please. Okay, hold on. I think what I'm gonna have to do is... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like, that's still fine there. Something is off. Okay, there we go. Leaded. Slowly losing my mind on this stuff. But we're getting there. Slowly, if at the very least. Control Shift copy, and then we need an F. I'm guessing what I did was just not change it to an F. Leaded fuel. It's not spelled correctly, I know. We're gonna swap these. Okay, hold on. What I can do now is go on this side and just make things like 150% less confusing. Just get rid of all of this on the other side. There we go. So yeah, it says leaded, leaded not fuel, leaded fuel. Perfect. I think we're good. I think we're good there. It's leaded. It's for leaded fuel. Oh no, what have I done? What have I done? I'm gonna add the same little like two. Oh, okay, that is not what I meant to do there. I just selected that because I was inside of the thing, and I was same thing there. So the numbers are reversed on each side, but hey, that works. So you have the beta and what build version. I'm just using whatever the latest beta is on Steam. And how do you get the beta? Yeah, so if you have it on Steam, you can opt into the beta, and that's what I did. The Borsche 626. We totally haven't named it yet. We need to get on to like suspension tuning though. It has been a while of just like outside looks tuning. It's not looking that bad though. It's looking decent. We didn't end up doing the rally lights on the front as I wanted to. These lights are a little bit disappointing, but other than that, I think it's pretty decent. Like it's actually going in a good direction. We still have to adjust all this, like all these settings here. We did do wheels, but other than that, like we still need to do some work. Okay, so the car can do 270 kilometers an hour. We'll leave it around there for now. Probably going to need high spacing, but we're also going to have wheel spin issues. So we'll tune that in a bit. Quality stays down. I'm still interested to see what it's going to look like. I still can't get over the 4 leaded fuel there. That is real bad. So if we make these bigger, we're probably going to have issues. I think we'll probably stick with 15s. Tire size is going to be something that we need to consider. Obviously, it's not part of the instructions, but yeah, we'll have to figure it out. Yeah, no problem. Opting into the beta is really easy. You just have to right-click on the game on Steam and go to Properties. Let's go vented discs in the front. We want to be able to stop, and we will put solid discs in the back for now, just for price reasons. I also want to get these to be pretty like large, so we'll make them as big as they can be for now, and we'll come back and touch the graphs. We'll go no skid tray, and we won't bother with that for now. And we only need 2 front seats, so I'm taking out those ones. Obviously, we want to make it as light as we can. Now, we're getting close to figuring out how much it costs, but we'll end up changing it probably. Power steering, who cares? No traction aids. Safety has to be advanced, but the quality has to be around 0. There's no real reason to make it higher than that. Suspension, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, thank you, Nathaniel. I noticed your love your channel thing before. Let's figure out the suspension. I'm going standard springs, and I'm gonna go gas monotube. And yikes, we are into the way past the oversteer line, so we're gonna have to work on that. I'm just gonna go quick race preset. Oh boy, it has some issues. It is more than terminally oversteering. It is like way out of the line there. This part is probably going to get really boring, by the way, so hold on. Oh, it's only 21,000. We've got so much more money to spend. Yikes. This is going to be a long one here. Let's quickly start checking things off the list, though. We need a name. I have seen some interesting names in the chat. I don't want to name them those things, though, and I also don't know what to name it. So I'm gonna call it. Oh no, I was gonna call it the borscht. Why are you spamming 4 in the chat? I don't understand. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Name. Let's just do a placeholder for now. So it's got 316 horsepower. Currently it only costs 21,000, so we're about halfway to the budget. So we have to work on that. I really like how low it is, but we'll probably have to raise it up just a touch. I mean, we could try a sport preset. That's a little bit better. See, the market value, the approximate cost is really important. We need to make sure that that is 40,000. So yeah, let's see if we can get it there. Oh boy. Okay, so suspension is first. We need to get that right. Right now, it's not in a good place. Probably that's making it worse. We're gonna need to shrink the size of the front wheels, it seems. Okay, we're good there. The back wheels are as big as they can be. Unfortunately, the tooltip is getting in our way there. So we're finally like in between the lines, at least roughly, which is a good thing. And our back wheels have shrunk a touch, so we'll have to widen those out a bit. Oh boy. See, we want it to go down. I think we do, at least. Or do we want it to go up? Let me know. Okay, the 4 spam is real. I mean, it is number 4. It is leaded 4 or 4 leaded fuel. Which one? It seems those who have been spamming 4 have been drinking a little bit too much leaded fuel. Or sniffing it, that is. I can't believe we've actually got a car that is like within spec for the game, though. It is surprising. That usually does not happen. So the wheels are as big as they can be, like tire size wise. We're going to have to work on that as well. Braking is... Front brakes are really strong. They don't need to be as strong as they are. Okay, one thing that we did not look at is weight. For our displacement, we are actually... Oh, hold on. Got to bring back up the rules here. For our displacement, we are... Wait, what is it again? 3, 9... Yeah, we're actually underweight for our displacement, so we'll need to raise our weight a little bit. But we'll do that after we've got the tuning down. Like, our wheel size actually will contribute to that. But I want to have, like, big wheels. Okay, that's a little better. Still terminally oversteering, still jumping up at the end. Still not sure if that's correct or not. Now, let's go back to the brakes. Front brakes are still too big. We can shrink those down. We still have some money to play with, so we might be able to get a little bit of quality out of this thing. The back brakes are a little too small, so we can make those a bit bigger. We don't even need to, like, raise the... like this here. We could probably lower it a little bit and save some money. Let's just quickly go back to the prices. Still about the same. Okay, downforce is good, actually. Like, even without even adjusting it, like, we actually have good downforce. Interior is fine. Oh, lower weight, actually, hold on. Let's just quickly test how much of a difference that makes. If we lower that to -15, our weight goes up by a little bit. And how much money do we save? Okay, we save 200. It barely makes a difference. Like, it's almost not even worth touching the slider. That's so insignificant. Maybe, like, long term. Number 4, leaded fuel Porsche 911 Carrera 3.3 rally car. not a bad mouthful there. We could afford to go semi-clad for the downforce. I'm gonna end up quickly referring to the markets over and over again here. So if we go semi-clad, that's actually not a bad way to go. Our wheels, again, we have this that we need to work on. The suspension tuning is gonna need some work. Oh boy. Okay, that's better. Sway bars tightened up is a little bit better for us. We actually have like things that are moving upwards. That is braking. Let's not have it explode. We want a decent curve. Ride height. I've seen a lot of people do some very high cars. I personally like more low vehicles, so we're gonna go with the low. I don't think it's going to conflict with the track too much, but I also haven't picked the track, so yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not doing this from a bias where I already know what the track is and I can choose everything properly. Like, that's not how this is. Okay, let's actually go one piston on the brakes, just because I would rather have them bigger. Like, I'd rather have bigger front brakes than smaller front brakes, just for cooling reasons. And I hope that didn't affect our bottom end too much. No, we're still good on money. Okay, back to the graphs. Alright, let's see. Power versus traction, speed, steering. Okay. Let's see, what are its complaints? Front dampers are hard, rear dampers are hard, wheel spin, front tire is wide, rear tire is wide, brakes suffer from brake fade. Okay, brake fade is something that we can fix a little bit. We can go back to the aerodynamics and we can increase the brake airflow. Hold on. So if our brake airflow is 0, financially speaking, we're at $22,000, $22,100 to be exact. If we increase, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. If we increase this up to like 25, what is this gonna do? Same price, so that doesn't seem to matter that much. Drivetrain, 369, it actually is a little bit quicker than that. A little bit of wheel spin at the beginning, but it's actually not that bad. I see your comment. The Dorsch 444, because whenever it drives, it breathes leaded fuel, and then everybody gets cancer, I assume. Some of that water. Okay, hold on. So we want to 4.5. We want to have pretty short gear ratios, I would assume. 4.7. Let's see. It was at 4.5 for a second there. There we go. So that seems to be a good like balance. Here things are a little bit weird. Rear engine is actually helping us quite a bit from the looks of things. This is actually in a good spot, which is good. Now the suspension tuning is still going to cause us some issues, so let's quickly go over that, and then we're going to end up making it worse. Listen to max, it means total damage? What? Cancer GT? Oh boy. Hold on a minute. So our dampers are hard. If we make them harder, then our spring rate is going to go all over the place. If we match them up, though, what is this? Sportiness factor, drivability, comfort. I mean, we don't really care about comfort that much. I mean, we don't really care about comfort at all. Our steering is like, just down right here, just gone. Make it a little stiff and get hydro springs, you think? How much money are we spending on hydro springs? A decent amount. They're about 1,000. Yeah, so we've got good stiffness. That didn't actually do much. Switching to hydro springs, it just kind of increased our costs. But we do have like we have room basically. Okay, let's go hydropneumatic because we can afford to. And with the engine, let me see. We need to get that weight on track. So we're almost there now. We're pretty close. We need to be 1,100 minimum. And once we hit that, like, we want to stay pretty close to it. So yeah, let's see. Like if we need to increase weight, we could just up the interior quality just a little bit, and then okay, that didn't actually do anything because upping the interior quality isn't what we want. If we up the body quality just a little bit, it'll increase the weight, and then you can continue to like go back and forth on it. But what I want to try and do is we can do a little bit better with the engine. We can get more power than 300. So this is where we go back and we tune it again, and we try and get more power, and then we're going to probably have to change the gearing on it as well, and I'll revert the body quality thing. Okay, so let's go back to the engine. So we are pretty much exactly where I want to be, except I think we can get a bit more out of this. If we go up to 4 for the overhead cams, just like right out the gate, we just instantly gain a bunch of power, like 317 and then 356. So you can see we're on the right track. Lightweight forge isn't really needed for this. I've already got like pretty much the best components internally that we can get. Turbo we don't need. It's also expensive. But the RPM limit we definitely need to raise. And like look at that. We can already get up to 358 just because we had extra money. Oh no, I see so many name suggestions. Ride height is too high. Really? It's actually quite a bit lower. Yeah, the aerodynamics. Oh yeah, no, I didn't even touch the aerodynamics, so we have to go back to that for sure. Let's switch to a race tubular. Just get a little bit more power out of it. And we will adjust that in a second. I just want to simply... Okay, we're getting closer. 26,000. We still have money to spare. Yikes. We have almost the best components for 1975. Okay, let's go to aerodynamics. The steering is still everywhere right now. Increasing this. We want to have some like good downforce on the rear especially. Look at that jump there. That is a little spooky. Also, one thing to note is in steering, I don't have power steering. And power steering does sort it out a little bit. Okay, we'll put power steering on it. Let's see what the price of that is. Pretty expensive. Pretty expensive. Let's see. We could go fully cloud. I don't think that's really necessary. Let's see. We actually have good downforce. I think that wing might be a little bit OP just because it's massive. We seem to be fine here. Okay, again, we can spend more money in the engines. Let's give it a go. We don't need to put anything on there. We're not even struggling like with this stuff. Our exhaust is a little restrictive, so we can increase that. Just get a touch more power out of it. What we could do is put a little bit of quality into our fuel. That's going to increase the cost of this car considerably. Oh yeah. I see your, no, I'm not going to call it that no matter how much you anticipate donating. Like, I don't do things for donations, not that kind of person. Right. So we have actually met the weight requirement, and we are within the like money requirement, so we actually are there. The problem is that I want to do a bit better. 360 horsepower is sweet, but we can probably get more. That's the thing. There's always more in it. So we'll increase the compression. That's too much compression. So it starts to knock a little bit, but we do have a little bit of quality in the fuel. So 6. This compression is going to be high. Like, goodness. We can't just look at... let's lower that down a bit. 667. Yikes. Okay, 667. That's not bad. We have a decent torque curve on this car, which is actually good. I'm again surprised by this. We can get away with that. We don't need much there. See, having the fuel a bit higher in quality is a good thing. But we can probably just get more free power out of the exhaust as well. The top end. Ooh, wow, you can get a lot of power out of the top end. Holy 400. Okay, I'm gonna lower that down. We don't need that anymore. Maybe increase this. Nope. You need to increase tire quality? Okay, probably a good idea. Something I totally didn't think about. But just going to the top end, like you can really increase the tire spam or the quality spam on this. Like if we wanted to, we just go up to plus 15. We can get 400 horsepower. Yeah, I know, Overlord. I'm not gonna do that kind of stuff. Thank you again for the donation. Let's go to 5 quality and just quickly test the price of it. Market's 35,000. We can still get more out of it, but again, wheels are definitely something to consider. Braking at max load. Okay, we're gonna have to adjust that again. We're also going to have to adjust the drivetrain because we just gained a bunch of power. Oh boy. Wheel spin is starting to become an issue now that we have... Yikes, we have almost 400 horsepower. Oh boy, this is getting... Things are starting to die. Wow, okay, we are... we're finally getting there. 405 horsepower just because our budget was a little bit low. This is going to be a fast car. Like, it seems like you don't need to be in the 80s to actually have something quick. If you spend enough time on it, it'll actually be decent. Like, we don't need all that fancy 80s stuff when we just go forged components. Like, it seems to be all you need. I think most of the cars I've seen have been around this power number, so it's cool to see. Although I haven't seen anybody in the 60s that I can remember. So maybe the 60s are at a disadvantage. Okay, we don't need that. Oh, we need this though. Check again with the requirements. We're still in the weight class that we're supposed to be, and we're still in the money class that we're supposed to be in. So let's go back to brakes again. We needed to adjust those. You can see they need to be a little bit bigger on the front. That should increase our weight a little bit, and the backs are a little too small as well. So that'll help. Okay, we've gone up, but we're still good. Drivetrain's looking a little bit better. This is looking better as well. This is a little bit disconcerting. Shrink those a little bit. We'll adjust the look of it as well. The offset, I mean. The offset is massive. It seems like I'm just having to put all of you on timeouts. Please stop spamming in the chat. That's pretty annoying. We're getting close to being done. Goodness, it's been 2 hours on one car, which is quite significant. Like when I'm making a car for a video, I usually spend about an hour making it. This one, 2 hours. Double the time. Hopefully it's twice as good. We can probably, we can afford sports compound, but I want to stick with medium for now. I don't know exactly what would work best. Like, that would be something that people have to... That won't be something that that people have to, try for themselves. And I know that there have been a lot of submissions already, and there have been a lot of discussion on the... There has been a lot of discussion on the Discord as well about tire size and such, so... If you're wondering about that, make sure to go look at the Discord and see. I'm thinking about lining that up. There we go. So we can see the full symbol there. So looks-wise, we've got it down. Drivetrain, we're very close. I feel that we're pretty much where I want to be. We're leaving a little bit of budget on the table. Still got another $4 grand to go, so we'll up some quality sliders. but we are perfectly in line with the rules from what I can tell. Let's just go through them quickly. So we have, let's see. So let's go through each rule by itself. Car must have 2 front seats. Check, we've got 2 front seats. We could also lower it down to the like really crappy front seats and lose a bit of weight, but in this case it like we kind of need the weight, so we're going for 2 standard front seats. Model, trim, family, and variant year must be from 66 to 86. Bodies cannot be newer than 66. Okay, we're good. Safety must be advanced. Let's go to safety. Advanced 70s, because we're in the 70s. Why are you using an open diff? Because I'm not going to lock them if you have an open, or if you have a locking diff. So consider that. There is no LSD back in these days, so yeah. Are you sticking with an open diff? I see a lot of those open diff comments. Like, we could go manual locker. I mean, we could go auto locker as well. That will change things up quite a significant amount, add a little bit of budget there. I don't know. We could go auto locker. I almost just want to round that number. Our 0 to 60 has gone up considerably. Okay, we'll leave it as auto for now. Probably will help with the wheel spin, actually. Yeah, it does, actually. Okay, that was a good idea. We'll leave it there. Right, so super leaded is recommended. That's what we're using. We are using, let's see. In the engine, we are using our fuel, which is good. So we did need the super leaded. Let's see. Next thing is $40,000 budget. Let me make sure that we're there. Just another test. 37,000. We're pretty much there. Name your cars correctly. We have not done that yet. Still debating on what to name it. No mod bodies allowed. This is not a mod body, so we're good. Engine size is limited to 5 liters. We're set on that. Vehicle respects the minimum weight. It is a 3. It's basically a 4 liter. But in this terms, it needs to weigh 1,100 kilos, and it does. No 100% stress, so we're good. And no, we do not need all-wheel drive. We're going rear wheel, which might be a mistake, but yeah, that's all we can do with this rear engine. So that's what we're doing. Ooh, no, it is not all-wheel drive. It is rear wheel 100%, which is going to be a little rough. But can you see this message? I can. And the submission is just you can submit 1 car, export file, all that stuff. But for me, it doesn't matter as much. My last video was hilarious, really? Thank you. Okay. I just totally messed that up, didn't I? Okay, there we go, back to normal. So I think we're pretty much set. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get as close to the budget as possible, and then that's going to be it for this car. If we put up the quality in some of these areas just as a quick test. Oh wow, that's close. Okay, so we can have +4 quality in the we probably need it in brakes, let's be real. We need brake quality up. Although that isn't quite as expensive as you might imagine. Front wheel drive? No, we like for the, because it's a rear engine car, it can only be rear wheel drive, so that's what we're dealing with. We could go vented discs on the back. That will increase our cost a little bit, but it'll help with the brakes. Actually, did that reduce the weight too much? Okay, no, we're good. That was only 1 kilo weight difference. In the name of... I think we're fine on power. Like, I almost am afraid to increase the quality of some of the internals. That's just going to get rid of the engine stress, but that kind of stuff is going to cost a lot of money. We can probably get 1 more or 2 more ticks in this, just to get a little bit extra power. Oh no, we can't. That's way too expensive. Oh wait, too far back, too far back. So +7 is a mistake. Can't do that. Every tick of that is like a couple thousand. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, I think we're set. I think we've got it. I think we have finally managed to make a pretty decent Group B car that actually fits the requirements. It fits them like nicely. We're using the requirements as we should be. It's 2:37 a.m. It is 9:38 over here in Toronto area, Iqaluit time. Okay. Okay, stream is back. I was worried there for a second that it would not be going. There we go. Yeah, I mean, we should be fine without all-wheel drive. We just need to come up with a name for it, and because people have been suggesting names over and over again, I'm gonna call it the PTB after Public Transportation Belgium, because he came up with the leaded fuel thing. Actually, you know what? That's a good name for this. It's the PTB-R, Public Transportation Belgium R, as the name of it. The brand name is going to be the let's see. Let's call it the Porsche but spelt wrong. that could be a good name for it. The Porsche. The poor man's Porsche. No, you know what? I have an idea. Let's just be basic. Call it the Group B. And then we need a name for this engine. It is the V8 rear mounted, and then it needs, I usually put a little description here. It's a 4-liter 400 horsepower 1975. There we go. Right, so I think that's actually going to be it. I think that is it for this for this car, and that's going to be it for the stream. I would test it, but I think we're going to be fine for today. It definitely needs some more work, but I think I'll leave that for another time. Basically, I'm just going to try it, and I'm going to use it to test the track that we'll be racing on. But I think it came out pretty decently. Like, this is not a bad looking car. It doesn't quite look like the thing that we're trying to replicate, but it's pretty reasonable. Yeah, so that's going to be it for the stream. Sorry for some of the slight errors earlier, like I don't know if any of you are actually around from that, but we did have a few errors where I forgot to turn on the mic, which was dumb, and we also had an error where I forgot to, well, the stream kind of died, but yeah, that's going to be it for now. If you're watching this on YouTube on the VOD, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you in a few days. And if you're wondering how to make your own Group B car following these rules that I've been using, just follow the links in the description, and you should be able to do that. So yeah, that's gonna be it.